Hey friends, welcome back to K Talk in English. I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo. If you're new here, this is where we have deep, real conversations in English about life, emotions, stories, and more. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave us a comment with your thoughts.
Today we're talking about something powerful, the new Netflix film Straw. It's raw, intense, and honestly, really emotional. We felt a lot watching it.
Yeah, it's not your typical weekend movie. It hits you deep. There's pain, rage, silence, and truth, all wrapped into one.
Let's start with what Harta is about, without giving away too much. It follows the emotional journey of a young girl who experiences trauma and slowly begins to process her pain in a world that doesn't know how to help her, or even listen to her.
It's a film that's quiet in many parts. Not a lot of dialogue. But the emotions? Loud. So loud.
Absolutely. There were moments where I felt like the silence was screaming. You can see her trying to speak, but no one really hears her.
And isn't that something we've all felt in different ways? That frustration of being misunderstood or dismissed, especially when you're hurting.
Yes. One thing I loved about Harta is that it didn't try to explain everything. It let you feel it. The cinematography, the use of close-ups, the breathing, the stillness. It was all so human.
Let's talk about the performances. The main actress? Wow. She barely spoke, yet you knew exactly what she was feeling.
That scene, you know the one where she finally lets it all out? I got chills because it wasn't loud, it wasn't dramatic, it was quiet pain. The kind that feels more real than anything.
The title too, Harta, which in Spanish means fed up, or I've had enough. That one word carries so much. So many girls and women will watch this and say, that's me.
The film touches on so many things: consent, trauma, growing up too fast, being dismissed by adults. And yet, it does it with so much respect. It never feels like it's trying to shock you. It just tells the truth.
And the truth is uncomfortable.
Yes, but also necessary, because sometimes the only way to heal is to face that discomfort.
Let's talk about the adults in the story. Some mean well, but they're clueless. Others are part of the problem. But the most painful thing is how invisible the girl feels in her own story.
Exactly. And it made me reflect on how often young people, especially girls, aren't believed or supported or protected. They're told to move on, to smile, to forget.
Which is impossible. You don't just forget something that breaks you. You carry it. And sometimes, like in the film, you carry it in silence.
But what I appreciated was that Harta also gave space for hope. Not fake hope, but small moments of connection with nature, with music, with herself.
That ending. It didn't fix everything. But it gave her back some power. And sometimes that's all we need. A little space to breathe. To exist.
What would you say is the biggest lesson from the film?
That healing doesn't always look like happiness. Sometimes healing looks like sitting with the pain, naming it, owning your story.
For me, it was the reminder that silence doesn't mean weakness, that tears can be powerful, that just surviving is already a victory.
So if you've experienced something painful, or you're going through something right now, this film might resonate deeply with you. But be gentle with yourself. It's not an easy watch.
And remember, you're not alone. Whatever you're carrying, your story matters. You deserve to be heard.
Let us know in the comments. Have you watched Harta? What emotions did it stir in you? What part stayed with you the most?
And if this episode touched you, share it with someone. Sometimes just knowing someone else felt the same can help us feel less alone.
Thanks for listening to this episode of K Talk in English. We'll be back soon with more stories, more reflections, and more English that comes from the heart. Bye!